Call of knuckle up from Spinola. Round number 1 underway. Black trunks, red trim for Chris Leben. Black camouflage trunks for Dakota Cochrane.
Man, Cochrane looks strong in there tonight. His body up the top, looks like he has a lot of power. If you've seen a debut knock out a veteran tonight.
Right to the inside comes Dakota Cochrane. Just what Leben expected, just what Leben wanted.
Leben's trying to throw those uppercuts once again, but Dakota knows that he's keeping body to body so they can't land those uppercuts.
Leben trying to establish the jab. Big step in right from Cochrane. Overhand left. Cochrane holding up there with a big uppercut from the half plumb now from Chris Leben.
Like I said, Cochrane's doing a good job of blocking his head, but he's giving up the body right now, but he's not getting hit in the head.
But again, debuting, never been in a bare knuckle fight before.
Huge right hand on the entry from Cochrane.
He's doing exactly what we talked about too, coming low up with that big right hand every time. Watch, the big right hand's coming.
50 seconds remaining, round number 1.
Yeah, he's not setting it up with the jab.
And the right hand. Both fighters to the inside. Both very, very talented with dirty boxing. Bouncing the step of Leben, circling for a better angle. Cochrane again trying to use the right on the entry.
That was a little bit better though. He didn't load it up like as much as he had been in the past. That's why it almost got through.
Work that upper. One up, one up, one up.
Leben again to bounce in his step, flicking out the jab from the southpaw stance. Cochrane overhand right, just misses the mark. Leben to the body with the left.
Uppers now. Body right there.
Not a lot of technique going on right now. Both guys are bruising.
And that is the end of round 1.
Leben needs to get out of the way and counter punch as soon as he sees that big right hand coming.
Round number 2 underway. You see Leben flicking out the jab.
See Leben ducked his head down there and just kind of took that punch. I'd like to see him rock back a little bit and counter.
Big swings, and the hook and the spin that turned by Cochrane. Chris, both fighters almost canceling each other out, and they're very good dirty boxing.
Yeah, it's kind of a stalemate when because both guys are so incredibly strong. Nobody's able to get the advantage.
And that makes it very difficult for the judge to score a fight like this where it's like both guys are evenly doing the same thing, basically.
Get under the BKFC rule set. You can clinch as long as you're punching. You see Spinola keeping this fight moving.
Good uppercut landed by Cochrane.
Very good, then the right hand by Dakota Cochrane. Leben firing back.
I think Leben's cut open right now.
It is indeed, you see.
A nasty cut.
Above the right brow, call that a slice.
And it landed with that straight right.
Oh, another good uppercut right there.
Cochrane planting his feet. Blood smeared all over the face of Chris Leben. 45 seconds remaining, round number 2. There's a knot on the head of Cochrane. I don't know if that's his own blood. I believe it's the blood of Leben. I don't believe that knot has popped.
And he has found a home for that uppercut. He's landed it 3 times now. Leben's ducking his head. We just talked about that earlier. He needs to back off and counter.
This crowd very pro Chris Leben.
That jab, if Leben had a jab to set that right hand up, it'll serve him better.
This crowd now exploding on the entry by Leben, trying to encourage their fighter. Final seconds, round number 2.
Let's hope this
good right hand again, another big right hand by Cochrane. Continuing to throw that right on the entry. We are headed to round 3. Round number 3.
You know, I like to see Leben throwing an uppercut of his own. Throwing that rear left uppercut when Cochrane comes in.
Returning. Spinola stepping in as Cochrane turned his back. Leben very sportingly did not pounce. Good right hand by Cochrane, then to the outside. Cochrane again on the entry. Leben swinging big, lands a left.
Oh, big punch.
Shot. Huge shot from Leben. Cochrane covering up.
I think Cochrane's cut now too.
Cochrane is cut badly outside of his right brow. 80 seconds remaining in the 3rd round.
Ooh.
Clever there by Leben. Landed a punch on the turn.
Cochran still wiping that eye. It's bothering him.
Yeah, Leben doesn't seem to bother him at all. That blood's in his face. He doesn't care. He's got that one track mind trying to take this guy out.
Short right hand, short and sharp from Leben.
You got a circle, dude. You got a circle.
Cochran wiping the blood from his face.
Uppercut.
Good left hand from Chris Leben.
Man, the veteran is really putting the pressure on this guy, and I think taking over this round.
Absolutely.
Get on your feet.
The most immediate concern for fighters when they are cut is the blood in the eye or eyes, which wreaks havoc on the vision.
Yeah, there's nothing like being out there and not being able to see out of one of your eyes. You can't defend that punch at that time.
Again, loading up with that one left. He got to put that jab behind it to get closer.
Now 15 seconds remaining in the third.
Nice shot.
There's a lead left hook from Cochrane. He's been entering with the right hand. He mixed it up, landed the big lead left hook. Another left hand from Dakota Cochrane. Leben snatches the half-tie plum. We're heading to the fourth round.
For now.
Bulls knuckle up. For now, indeed, champ. Round number 4.
Big right hand.
Leben throwing wide. Cochrane talked about that in our fighter meeting. He said Leben hits very hard, but he throws wide. I want to be straight. Cochrane just missed with the straight right. Credit referee Wayne Spinola. He is keeping this fight moving. As soon as there's inactivity in the clinch, he is calling for the separation. These are two forward-stepping, very aggressive fighters. 80 seconds remain, round number 4.
It doesn't look like Chris Leben has any confidence in that right hand. He may even throw a hook when Cochrane's coming in.
Good sequence, straight punches from Leben.
Now you can just tell how hard Leben hits. That one just kind of threw Cochrane off balance. It didn't even land that hard.
Good forward driving pressure from Cochrane. Left hand, right uppercut. Leben firing back with a left of his own.
One thing you can count on, Leben's going to fight back. He's not going to just take punches. He's going to throw back.
That's why you see a lot of guys, they will ball up and just stand against the ropes and get knocked down. He's not doing that. He's coming back every time he gets hit hard.
And that always gives him a shot at his opponent.
Shuffle of his feet from Dakota Cochrane. Trying to find a better striking line, a better angle. Late in round number 4, 25 seconds remaining in this round. The entry from the left. Cochrane starting to mix things up. He has been entering with the overhand right, now trying to enter with the left. Leben throwing the left hand.
10 seconds.
Leben trying to snatch the half-tie plum. Big right to the body from Cochrane.
A lot of good inside fighting.
This is a truly rugged fight. Big shot there. Up next, the 5th and final round. To the 5th and final round we go of our co-main event of the evening in the cruiserweight division. Chris Leben versus Dakota Cochrane. And again, the chant of Leben from this very pro Tampa, Florida crowd. Cochrane coming forward. These are two very powerful fighters.
Cochrane he feels the need. He want to have a
good right hand.
Good left hook.
Leben just doesn't look like his feet or anything when he's showing these wild punches.
Yeah, he's still like he's in a daze. He's fighting like he's still in a daze.
Exactly. But I would like to see him. He knows that Cochrane's going to come and throw that big right hand. I'd like to see him time an uppercut with the left hand.
Chris Leben, I think, is a true legend in MMA. Dakota Cochrane, I think, is one of the most underrated active fighters in all of MMA.
Well,
this is hard fought between these two.
Well, we know Dakota Cochrane definitely has a future in bare knuckle, because he's fighting his butt off right now.
To the final minute we go. Minute number 10. Cochrane loading up the right. Short left hand. Good left hook from Leben. Then the left uppercut. That was a really clever combination.
Look at the veteran still trying to pull this fight out.
30 seconds. Let's go. 30 seconds.
No surrender.
Yeah, he's using all years of his MMA and fight experience right now to pull him out right now.
Landed clean.
Still trying to land that big left. There it goes.
Forward, steps forward, pressure from Cochrane. Trying to plant his feet. Dead center of the ring.
The offense by Cochrane may have just worn Leben down to the point where he just don't have it to finish this fight.
That's what it's like you said, looks lethargic. They're just kind of a little dazed right now.
Final seconds now.
Oh,
Big swing from Cochrane. Overhand left over the top. The bell and the end of our co-main event.
look at it, just tired, man.
I'm going to be honest with you, that was the last thing I ever expected was this fight going the distance. If there's one fight I was going to bet that would have been knockout in the first round, it would have been this one.
Yep.
Troy Winkaba and Michelle both see the fight 49-46. Michael Ross scores the fight 48-47 to the winner by unanimous decision, Dakota